Can anybody tell me what the hell is going on with this console? Anybody? Dynamic resolution on Assassin's Creed? Checkerboard rendering on Anthem? 30 FPS on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? Oh, you can bet money the other two titles I just mentioned will be an earth-shattering 30 FPS as well. If you think otherwise, it might be time to get your head checked. What happened to No Boundaries? What happened to No Limits? What happened to true 4K gaming? These are all Microsoft's words. It's all been a pack of lies, people. It's all been lies. This console is nothing more than a way for them to fix their little mistake they made 3 years ago when they launched the Xbox One as weak as it is with that lame-ass Kinect. This console is 100% for you guys, they say. What an absolute joke. What an absolute lie. As strong as a $1,500 PC, they say. Wow, there's a worse lie yet. Well, maybe not as bad as the Cloud. I remember Dell had a sale on Memorial Day for an Alienware Aurora PC. Alienware, not exactly the highest caliber when it comes to PC parts. It had an i5 6600K processor, GTX 1070 GPU, all for the price of $1,200, and I promise you, those specs shit on the Xbox One X. Absolutely shit on it. Will the 1070 play these games I mentioned before at a full 4K? Nah, probably not, but it'll do 1440p at 60 FPS. This bottlenecked shitbird CPU in the X1 is trash. I don't care what they say they got baked into it. The dynamic 30 FPS on these games is proof. And if that's not proof enough, I don't know what is. Maybe it's got the power of the cloud. Yeah, maybe it's got the power of the cloud built into the chipset. How many lies do we need to swallow before we wake up? It's up to the developer. They say, stop lying. Yeah, I'm sure the developer for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds wants their game running at 30 FPS, considering it was born on PC, built to have high frame rates. More like the X1. X can't do it. Look, the Xbox has been my preferred platform, people, for years. I don't even like Sony, but Microsoft is trying their hardest to push me in that direction. I've supported Microsoft more than all these damage controlling fanboys you see on the net. Way more. Multiple Xbox One consoles, over 100 digital games, a shit ton of controllers, including the Xbox One Elite controller, which broke. This isn't even counting the thousands invested last generation on the 360. I had a lot of PS3 games too, but I sold all those. Couldn't part with my 360 library for some reason, which kind of worked out, but that wasn't because Microsoft decided to be generous. No. We all know that.
What actually closed the graphics gap? A new, souped-up Xbox One. Not the Cloud. Not DirectX 12. But you spending another $500. That's what closed the gap.
An extra $500 to do what exactly? Super sampling on a 1080p television set? Which you will not be able to tell the difference unless you're looking at side-by-side comparisons on Digital Foundry's YouTube, where they're zooming in on the image to give you some sort of a justification for your purchase. For checkerboard 4K on 4K televisions? Last I checked, the Failstation 4 Pro already does this. Well, I guess we can't play Microsoft exclusives on the PlayStation 4 Pro, so we can do that with the Xbox One X at least, right? Xbox One exclusives, checkerboard 4K? What exclusives? Everything's on the PC. This is an absolute disaster. It's an absolute train wreck, and I knew it all was going to come to pass. Look at my channel. I've quoted that $500 price tag months ago. I made a video saying, is the Xbox One Scorpio going to be another PlayStation 4 Pro? I knew all this. And despite me being a fan of Microsoft, I let myself get excited. I let the poison seep in. I looked at all these videos, just watching all these videos on the Scorpio, the Xbox One X, and I started to believe a little bit. Not all of it, I got common sense, but some of it, I said, you know what, maybe, Microsoft is a computer company. Maybe they got their shit together. Maybe they're going to drop a bomb at E3. You know what I mean? Maybe this console is going to be everything everybody hopes it to be. Wrong. Wrong answer. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a 4K upscaler built for 4K television sets. Microsoft doesn't want to be the only console that doesn't have checkerboard 4K. That's it. That's it. The console's irrelevant. Look, I got a lot of money invested into this ecosystem. I don't know what to do. My son will not come up off the Xbox brand. I had an hour-long conversation. I didn't want to film it because people would say it was child abuse nowadays. Oh, you're trying to convert him? You're trying to convert your son? Child abuse? You never can tell these days. So, excuse me. What do I do? What do I do? Do I continue to play at 900p, 720p? Or do I get the $500 system and maximize these Xbox One games at 30 FPS with super sampling? It seems counterproductive. It seems pathetic. Microsoft, with all their lies, and I'm going to turn around and shell out another $500? So, you're going to pay them money? It seems pathetic. It seems sad. You guys tell me. Holler at me in the comments. I'll holler at you later.
Alright, yo, whoa, wait. Back up. Back the fuck up. Did you just say that the most powerful console in the history of gaming and currently will only run Battlegrounds at a measly 30 frames per second? So what are you paying for? What the fuck are you paying for?
That's a good question. What are you paying for? Through all the damage control, through all the hate you're spewing on my channel, and you're talking trash everywhere to everybody else, saying people are salty, what are you paying for? Sound off below. There's not much for me to say. You heard it from an Xbox guy. He said everything that I've been saying. Every single thing. No damage control, no hate. There you go. You want to continue to listen to liars like Crap Gamer, Mooch, and all these other weirdos? Go right ahead. But those are not real gamers. Real gamers demand better. And that's what you just heard from a real gamer. Solid Rev. I'm a real gamer too. If Sony fucks up, best believe I'll be right there to demand better. But Sony has not. They are giving me what I want. Games. And that's exactly what I want. You guys, what have you gotten? Exactly. Remember that. Remember that before you open your mouths and call somebody a hater. Remember that whenever you go to somebody's comments just to dislike and say they have mental problems. Yeah, when I look at your profiles and I see your channels, not only are you doing the exact same thing, trying to spew something, like you're trying to say something, obviously, but some of you are just saying the opposite. You're agreeing with Crap Gamer and saying Sony's anti-gamer and all this shit. Yeah. I suggest you take a good hard look at your platform of choice. And then you come back here and you tell me who was right and who was wrong. See, one thing about me, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it live on the channel. But one thing I do not like is haters. One thing I do not like is liars. One thing I do not like is fanboys. Fanboys in general. When it comes to me, when I go against fanboys, I simply render them obsolete. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't said this in a minute, but this, ladies and gentlemen, has been simply delightful.